All right, welcome to the Dream Buyer Clients funnel. In this funnel, I'm going to be showing you exactly how to attract your ideal buyer clients to you using Facebook ads. Now, this strategy is a lot more customizable than just doing home evaluation ads, which is good now because you understand funnels and setting up ads and nurturing these leads through Serene CRM. So this funnel is going to require you to do a bit of thinking and customizing to the funnel, just because everyone has a different ideal buyer client that they want to work with. So you're going to need to customize it based on that. What I'll be doing in this video is just providing the framework, and I'm going to use an example of if you were a realtor looking to work with more investor clients. So like I just said, our dream buyer client will be investors for this example. So the first thing we want to do is think about what would this client want. So in my market, for typical investors that I would want to work with, they would be looking for a detached home with a legal basement for under $1 million. So now that we know exactly what our ideal buyer client would want, we're going to advertise exactly that, so that the people who opt in are more times than not actually our ideal buyer clients. You can do this one of two ways. The first way to do this is the individual home ad. So as you can see in this ad, we're going to be posting a picture of a typical home that would be attractive to our ideal buyer client. We then have attention investors in whatever city we're in, and we kind of highlight what the main important parts of that property are that speak to our ideal buyer client. And the point of this ad is to get people interested in this exact home. So our ad copy speaks to that as well. And what we're doing is telling them a call to action to hit learn more to get more information for this exact home. So this should be a little bit different, but what it should be saying is hit learn more to get more information about this exact home. What then happens is the info comes in to Serene CRM. We set up a workflow that just tells the person who opted in that they should be expecting a call from you, the realtor, and you also get notified telling you to give them a call as soon as possible. One thing that I forgot to mention is the image of the property that we use in this ad should be a home that's either a listing you already sold recently or someone in your office sold recently, which you've gotten permission to kind of use in marketing. So when you give them a call, you can tell them, hey, look, you're a bit late. That home's already been sold. And then you do your script to learn more about this person and ideally turn them into a client. So on that phone call, when you're telling them, look, the home you opted in for more information about, that's already sold, but I can help you find more homes like that. Or you might want to qualify the client first. Ask them if they're working with an agent. See if they want to sell their other home first. Ask if they want to be on your list for certain types of homes. So maybe they only want homes with 3 bedrooms upstairs or 4 bedrooms upstairs. The point is, this gets your foot in the door to talk to these people because you know that they clearly are looking for homes that fit your target demographic of buyers that you want to work with. So give them a call and use your scripts to turn them into clients. This is where being the salesperson has to come out. The second way to run these ads is to use the multiple homes ads. So in this case, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be posting multiple properties. You can have 2, you can have 3 or 4. The point is you have multiple of the properties that our ideal client would be interested in. Then in this ad copy, you're telling them, look, opt in so that you can get the list of X type of property. So in this case, it would be all detached, all legal basements, all under $1 million. Click learn more so you can get the list. When this person opts in, again, their information goes into Serene CRM. They become a contact in our database. They get emailed and texted saying, hey, look, the realtor is going to be giving you a call soon. Expect it from this number. And you also get notified to give them a call as soon as possible. Now, the beauty of this is you're calling them because you really do want to help them, right? So you're going to call them and say, hey, look, I want to narrow down the list so it's more specific to you. Is there any other things you're looking for in these properties so that you're not getting bombarded with tons of properties when you can be getting the specific ones that you're looking for? The point is, again, you've got your foot in the door. You need to sit down, think of what script you're going to be using to call these people so that they can turn into clients. All right, now real quick, even though I know you already know how to do it, I'm going to just go through the setup once again. All right, so like you know, your first step is going to be creating the ad image. So these are the ones I created for the investor client, for example. But I'm going to give you this template just so you have somewhere to work on for your designs. But like you can see, you can move the image around. You can change this red color if you want in Canva. You can change the text. The only issue is I can't make these templates for you because I don't know what ideal buyer client you're looking to attract, right? So you're going to have to play around with this, upload images from your actual market, change this text so it actually appeals to your ideal buyer client. But point is, first things first, go into Canva. You can work on in this file if you want. You would just click add a page to start yours afresh and create your ad image. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. You can see how simple these are, but they're very, very effective. Then just like we did before, you want to go into your Facebook ad account, click create. You want to create it for leads, manual leads campaign. You're going to call this one your investor clients. Scroll down and just make sure you select housing as your category. Then go into your ad set. In your ad set, you'll just call it you're going to select instant form. Scroll down. At this point, you should have already accepted the Meta ad terms. Keep scrolling, set the budget to what you'd like. I'd recommend about $10 a day if you're going to be doing this funnel. Keep scrolling, and for your locations, obviously go into edit, search for, you can X this, search for whatever city you're targeting, and you can do no less than 15 miles, so leave that as it is. You don't need to do any detailed targeting. Click over to manual placements, uncheck mark everything other than feeds for Facebook and Instagram. All right, now go over to next. Now you're creating your ad. So we had two examples, either the single home where you call them and tell them, hey, sorry, that one's been sold, but I can look for other ones for you, or the multiple homes one where you're providing them with a list. So pick the one that you want to do first. Honestly, just so you don't get confused between the two, I would suggest starting with one. So in this case, we're going to do the single home. In this case, we're going to do the single home image ad, and just scroll down, and like we did before, go to add media and add .image. So you want to make sure your crop is original, and you want to just turn on all the optimizations. Scroll down, and for primary text, you can use only one text. You don't need to create too many variations here, but of course, create a primary text that speaks to your ideal buyer client that you want to attract. So you want to have a call to the ideal buyer client. So something like, hey, investors of XYZ city, or whatever might apply to you. You then want to tell them about the property. So you want to tell them about that one single property that you're talking about, and then have a call to action. So tell them, click learn more for more details. For your headline, just keep it simple. Say click learn more, and don't put a description for these. Scroll down, make sure you change your call to action to learn more. And you have to create a new form because this is a new type of person you're reaching out to. So for this one, we'll call it attracting investor clients. We want more volume. We can remove the greeting. And when we go over to questions, we want to just make sure we add in a category for their phone number. I like to do full name first. For description, you can write your info will be used to contact you about these properties. Scroll down. For privacy policy, like I said, I don't think your website's privacy policy is going to be up to par with what Facebook requires, so you can always just use Serene CRM's privacy policy. And here, just write privacy policy. And then for a message for your leads, again, this is honestly up to you what you write. So it's going to depend on what type of ad you've put out. So for your headline, customize it. For your description, customize it, and decide what call to action you want. Do you want to review your website, call your business, or what? So we'll just do this for simplicity's sake. And you'd create a form. Now, just like before, once you've published those ads, you do need to go over to Serene CRM and make sure you go over to Facebook form fields mapping. You're going to have that new form that you created populate over here, and just click map fields and map them accordingly. Click save. And now it's time to create the automation so that they're informed and you're informed when they come into the funnel. So to create that automation, of course, navigate over to automation. This is another paid ads leads. And what you're going to do here is we're going to create a new workflow. So we're going to start it from scratch. And we're going to call this workflow the attracting investor clients Facebook ads. So our trigger will be Facebook lead form submitted. So when this lead form gets submitted, click inform. And when you click here, that form will populate. Just click on it and click save. So what we're saying is when that form gets submitted, we want the following to happen. So now, of course, this is up to you for customization, but what I would do is send an email to that client. So put your from name, put your from email, put a good subject line, and in your message, you just write something like, thank you for your interest in XYZ property. I will be contacting you soon from my personal cell number, and then put your number and put your name over here and click save action. So they're going to get that email right away. Then you would click plus again and do an SMS and write something similar in your SMS as well. And then you also want to be notified yourself too. So you would send yourself, let's say, an SMS to yourself, and you would write custom value, contact, first name, custom value, contact, and phone number. So now what's going to happen is when that lead comes in, you're going to get that lead's first name, you're going to get that lead's phone number, and you want to tell, this is the message to yourself, right? So you want to tell yourself, call this ideal buyer client. So right away, you're going to get this message and you want to give them a call as soon as possible. This is a text that's going to come into your cell number. It's also going to be in your Serene CRM app. So click on the number, give them a call, and let them know that they opted into your ad and do your scripts from there. And of course, you can also send yourself an email, if not an SMS, and you would do the same. So just fill out the subject and whatnot and put the contact's first name, contact's phone number, and a message to yourself to call your ideal buyer client. All right, so in summary, to attract your ideal buyer client, first things first, you have to know who your ideal buyer client is. You then want to craft an ad that speaks to exactly what that buyer client would want. After you publish your ad, you want to connect your form with Serene CRM, so that means map the fields. You then want to set up an automation so that the lead is contacted as soon as they come in, so they're sent an email and you're also sent an email, which is reminding you to give them a call. And then you use your sales skills to turn these leads into clients. Someone has literally put their hand up and said they want this type of property that you advertised. So now help them find that type of property. Again, I'm sure the gears in your brain are turning and you're thinking about all the different ways you can use this framework to attract different types of buyer clients to you. So again, the sky's the limit. You know exactly what you need to do. Make an ad, publish it, hit them up through Serene CRM, and turn them into clients. Don't overcomplicate it. Get your ads live and start getting more clients.